ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Second and 5. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
Damn. He's got no throw power, man.
You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go on the ground with Whitaker. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw.
Oh, my God. This quarterback, man, he be fucking me up. That's why the fucking record I got, because he's just missing passes like that.
Single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They swing that wide to Jacobs.
I forgot to do it. Fucking put a guy on him.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Raiders at 11-4 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3.
Come on, Bella. Come on, you want to go outside? Come on. Come on.
They will run for the first time here with White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because you're 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam.
I knew it. I knew that play was coming.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
Good defense.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people.
Gee, man, this quarterback is a bum.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Raiders
brings up the question,
This is too nice throws.
From being top 10 in the league against the pass.
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
on third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 4. Back to throw.
He caught that. Wow.
He is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy?
He got
He's
hammered too.
And finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. There he goes right side. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
Nice done.
Open man downfield is Hill.
That's how you gotta throw the ball.
Wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Now back to throw.
Ah.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they need to work to at least get get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, he had a man running free.
Oh, man.
And it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on it. But instead,
He can't. His quarterback is just straight up fucking ass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw.
Look, see? I'm supposed to throw ahead of it, but he throws from behind. He throws it behind.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season.
That's why I be losing games, because you can't throw right.
Forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
There's some space here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 36 yards.
Next year, man, I'm just gonna get a whole veteran that's in there. Some 28, 29. Just start winning. This fucking straight up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
He's gonna beat me because I don't got no quarterback.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there.
Quarterback fucking ass, dude. Man, I can't. He's throwing too much fucking bad pass.
A loss results there.
3rd and 9 here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. And now an audible here into something else. They'll send a receiver in.
Why can't change my player? The fucking screen changed too. What the fuck?
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
I hate that shit, man.
Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs.
Fumble! Oh my God, that's my luck all season.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. now to kick this
Jeez.
one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Fuck this team, bro.
Inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot.
No blocking.
He has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's incomplete.
Yo, that shit is crazy. Oh my God, he was wide open. When my quarterback throws good, it's good. Drops the ball. When I throw bad, it's horrible. Shit is crazy.
They'll throw now on the final play.
These guys can't catch a ball. That was another drop ball.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger.
My defense is playing pretty good. My offense is just ass.
But I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off.
The quarterback is a rookie.
Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
right
down a little bit
right
bigger,
when I was about to
but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Nate Holmes. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. White fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and 2.
Holding.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Once again, it's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His third rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All right, saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Third down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's not 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
Just right back to this fucking
To be gleaned every time you throw an interception
situation, man.
And
I never had a good quarterback in this league yet.
A good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great.
I had
Who would
freaking
that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Drew Lock. He played way better than these guys.
That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you feel after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. But I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Get out my way.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Slayton, 45 yards. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And the drive starts with a completion left side. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's got room. Shifts by him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Caught on the right side by Adams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. Two remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they get down the field quickly, and
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, It matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he
This line is garbage too.
incomplete.
You can't fucking block for shit.
To go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going
Good
to be
game.
just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, Charles, when you look at